सबैलाई नमस्कार म राकेश र TyataEssenceको अर्को भिडियोमा हजुरलाई स्वागत छ. Hi everyone, I'm Rakesh. Welcome to another video of TyataEssence. Have you ever wondered why even the smartest among us sometimes believe in things that do not make sense? It's not that we do not think hard enough, but it's because that our beliefs are shaped by deeper forces than logic alone. In the book Misbelief, the author Ariely dives into emotional, cognitive, and social factors that lead us to wrong path, showing how our mind can trick us into holding on to irrational beliefs. But here is the good news. Once we understand these hidden factors, we start to see things more clearly, challenge what we think we know, and make smarter decisions. So today, let's break free from the biases, blind spots that cloud our judgment, and open ourselves to clear, more rational thinking. It's like wearing the tinted glasses without realizing it. You think you see things clearly until you take them off and notice all the distortions.
Let us uncover the key insights from the fascinating book, Misbelief, by renowned behavioral economist Dan Ariely. By the end of this video, you'll understand the invisible forces that shape our beliefs. You might see the world and yourself a little differently. Let's get started. The first major takeaway from misbelief is that stress and a loss of control make our beliefs incredibly fragile. When we re-under immense pressure or feel like we have no say in what's happening around us, our minds desperately search for simple, straightforward explanations, even if they're not true. Think about it. During major crises, like the recent pandemic, things feel unpredictable and chaotic. It's in those moments that conspiracy theories and other misbeliefs can feel oddly comforting, because they offer a sense of certainty or control in a world that seems to have none. Ariely shares powerful stories to illustrate this, like that of Jenny, a single mom struggling to keep things together during the pandemic. Overwhelmed by uncertainty, she found herself drawn to easy but irrational beliefs that seemed to offer answers. Here's a great analogy Ariely uses. It's like when your Wi-Fi signal is weak. Your phone frantically tries to connect to any network it can find, even if the signal is unstable and unreliable. Similarly, when our mental signal is weakened by stress, our brains latch on to any belief that offers a connection to stability, no matter how flimsy it is. The second crucial insight is all about our cognitive biases and mental shortcuts. Our brains are wired to be efficient, not always accurate. We use mental shortcuts, or biases, to make sense of the world quickly. For example, there's confirmation bias, which is our tendency to seek out and favor information that confirms what we already believe, while ignoring anything that challenges it. Then there's the availability heuristic, where we judge how common something is based on how isolated examples come to mind. These shortcuts can seriously distort our perception of reality, making misbeliefs seem much more plausible and sticky. For instance, if someone is already sold on a new diet fad, they'll naturally click on articles and watch videos that praise it. They'll unconsciously dismiss or discredit studies that show it doesn't work, even if the evidence is rock solid. It's like having a personalized search engine that's programmed to only show you websites you've visited before. You get stuck in an echo chamber, constantly reinforcing your existing views without ever being exposed to fresh perspectives. You never see new ideas, just echoes of your past clicks. So, stress makes us vulnerable, and our own mental shortcuts can lead us down the rabbit hole. Understanding these two principles from misbelief is the first step to becoming more aware and resilient thinkers. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating books. What makes some of us more likely to believe things that aren't quite true? A big part of it is our personality. Think about traits like intellectual humility. That's the willingness to say, I don't know. People who are low in this are more vulnerable. The same goes for those who need quick, simple answers, or those who are experts at seeing patterns even where there aren't any. This doesn't make someone a bad person. It just means their mental wiring is a bit more susceptible to misinformation. For instance, studies have found that people who strongly believe in elaborate conspiracies or alien abductions often score high on pattern-seeking tests and low on humility. It's like having a car with an overly sensitive alarm system. A leaf falling nearby can set it off, making you think there's a real threat when there isn't. Some people's belief systems are just like that, highly sensitive to picking up on supposed patterns, even when it's just random noise. Now, let's zoom out from the individual to the group because social forces are incredibly powerful. Our beliefs are shaped and reinforced by our friends, our family, and the communities we're part of, especially online. When everyone around you shares a particular belief, it feels comfortable and safe to agree with them. It's a phenomenon called an echo chamber. Imagine you're in a house where all the walls are made of mirrors. Everywhere you look, you just see your own reflection staring back at you. After a while, you'd start to think that reflection is the entire world because it's all you ever see. Echo chambers work the same way. When your social media feed and your friend group only reflect your own beliefs back at you, without any outside perspectives, those beliefs feel like undeniable truths. This social proof, seeing others say and do the same thing, puts immense pressure on us not to question the status quo. It's why a misbelief can spread so quickly within a tight-knit group, even if there's no solid evidence to back it up. We're social creatures, and fitting in often feels more important than being right. So when we see someone holding a strange belief, it's not just about them. It's about their personality traits and the social world they inhabit. Understanding this helps us have more compassion and maybe even build bridges. Have you ever felt so certain about something only to find out you were completely wrong? It's a tough pill to swallow, but it happens to all of us. The good news is, we can learn to break free from these misbeliefs. The key, according to author Don Ariely, lies in 3 powerful tools: curiosity, humility, and trust. So, how do we do it? First, we need to practice what's called intellectual humility. It's basically admitting that we don't know everything, and that's okay. Instead of being a soldier ready to defend our beliefs at all costs, we should adopt a scout mentality. A scout's job isn't to fight, but to explore, map out the terrain, and see what's really out there. This means actively exposing yourself to different viewpoints, even ones that make you uncomfortable. It's about being curious about what you don't know. A really effective way to do this is to listen to people who used to believe the same thing but have since changed their minds. These former insiders are like tour guides who have seen both sides of the mountain. They can offer honest, invaluable insights because they understand the journey from one belief to another. Think of it like this. Breaking a misbelief is like cleaning a foggy window. First, you have to notice that your view is blurry. This might be because of stress or your own biases. Then, you start to wipe the fog away with humility and curiosity. Finally, you let the clear light of truth shine in. This whole journey of questioning our beliefs isn't about pointing fingers or feeling foolish. The book Misbelief shows us that believing irrational things is a deeply human trait. Our emotions, our social circles, and our personal biases all conspire to shape what we hold to be true. It's a complex web, and sometimes we get tangled in it. But the message is ultimately one of hope. It can rise above the fog. Beliefs can be like shadow puppets on a wall. In the dark, they might look like terrifying dragons, but when you shine a light, you see they're just shadows created by our own hands. By learning to question, to reflect, and to test reality, we can see what's really behind the curtain. By being gentle with ourselves, staying mindful of our mental habits, and remaining open to evidence, we can literally rewire what we believe and see the world more clearly. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button. And subscribe for more insights on how our amazing minds work. See you in the next one.